And our top focus this morning is on the investigation into that low-intensity blast that took place near the Israeli assembly last evening. Delhi is on high alert. India Today has also accessed exclusive images from that exact spot where the blast took place. And on your screens are the pictures of the remnants of the IED which was used in the blast. It appears to be a tin material, some sort of metal inside which it looks like the IED was made. According to Delhi police sources, a cab was found during their CCTV search near the blast site. It shows two people had gotten off this cab at the spot where the blast took place and then got back in soon after. The special cell has identified the cab, they've identified the driver, and a sketch is being made of the two suspects. Delhi police is also collecting all the details of Iranians who are currently living in Delhi, and that's because there's an Irani link also that's emerged. Sources have revealed that ammonium nitrate was used in the bomb. Ammonium nitrate is usually used in firecrackers. Small ball bearings, pieces of a soft drink can have been recovered by the authorities. A letter in an envelope has been recovered from the site addressing the Israeli ambassador. Israel, meanwhile, has termed the attack as an act of terror. Its intelligence agency, Mossad, is also keeping a close eye on the developments. Israeli investigators will likely be arriving in Delhi today to assist the Delhi police. Home Minister Amit Shah has cancelled his scheduled Bengal visit due to the security situation in Delhi. He also held a high-level security meet.
हम इस वक्त इजराइल एम्बेसी के ठीक बाहर हैं और आप देख सकते हैं दिल्ली पुलिस के अधिकारी यहां से तमाम चीजें लेकर के जा रहे हैं। जो वो सबूत हैं यहां से जो इकट्ठा किए गए हैं उनका बॉक्स लेकर के जा रहे हैं जिससे कि आगे इसकी जांच की जा सके। ये पूरी किट है जो लेकर के आए थे और यहां तमाम ऐसी चीजें कलेक्ट की गई हैं जो बेहद इंपॉर्टेंट हो सकती हैं इस पूरी जांच में। और ये जो दिल्ली पुलिस की क्राइम टीम है उसके लोग आकर के यहाँ से कलेक्ट करके इसको ले जा रहे हैं और एक एक चीज, एक एक सबूत यहाँ से इकट्ठा करने की कोशिश इसलिए की जा रही है ताकि इसको जांच में शामिल किया सके। आप देख सकते हैं ये पूरी टीम है जो आई हुई थी इजराइल एम्बेसी के ठीक बाहर, वो जांच कर रहे थे और वो इसको अब लेकर के जा रहे हैं जिससे जो मिले हुए अहम सबूत हैं, चाहे वो एक्सप्लोसिव के बारे में हो या फिर जो भी पेपर्स मिले हैं या जो भी और सबूत मिले हैं उनको आगे जांच में शामिल किया सके। ये बेहद अहम सबूत हैं जो कि अब दिल्ली पुलिस अपनी जांच में शामिल करके इसकी आगे जांच करेगी।
Let me take this across to Munish Pandey, who's reporting live from the national capital, getting us the latest on the investigation front. Munish, we understand that there are a few officials of the NIA who've also reached the blast site now. Just get us up to speed with all the latest on the probe front.
Yeah, well, Akshita, at this point of time, the team of National Investigative Agency is still there, and I'll request my camera person Sachin to show you the visuals that the team is right outside the embassy and they are looking for any possible evidence. They are also analyzing the blast site. Now, apart from that, as far as the investigation is concerned, what Delhi police claims that they have gone through the CCTV images collected from the nearby areas and they have pinned down to one suspected cab. Now, the cab driver has been interrogated by the Delhi police. He has apparently told that there were two persons sitting in the cab, and now Delhi police is trying to, make sketch using the details of, using the help of the driver of cab. Apart from that, Delhi police at this point of time is focusing on all the angles, but one of the prime angle is that whether there was any Iranian hand behind the this particular blast which took place yesterday around 5 o'clock in the evening or not. Now, primary investigation and primary evidence which has been collected by the Delhi police also contains the letter which was recovered from the blast site. In the letter, what Delhi police claims that it is mentioned that this is just a trailer, and apart from that, the letter also mentions about General Soleimani and top nuclear scientist of Iran, Mr. Mohsen, who were assassinated last year. And in the letter, it has been said that this is just a trailer and many more such blasts will take place. So they are also probing on that angle.
Stay with me. I just want to focus on that letter a bit more. Just stay with me. Yeah. I want to give the details of that letter that you just mentioned here. These are exclusive details of the envelope that was recovered from the blast site. There was a letter in that which was addressed to the Israel ambassador. Now, this has led to the suspicion that there is an Iranian hand in this attack. Why? Because the letter mentions that the explosion is just a trailer. It mentions Iran's General Qasem Soleimani as well as top nuclear scientist of Iran, Mohsen Fakhrizadeh, as martyrs. Both were assassinated last year. Soleimani was killed near the Baghdad International Airport in a U.S. drone airstrike ordered by the then U.S. President Donald Trump on January 3rd of 2020. It created international headlines and led to a lot of tension as well. Mohsen Fakhrizadeh, Iran's top nuclear scientist, was assassinated on November 27th in a satellite-controlled machine gun. Now, time and again, Iran has spoken out suspecting that Israel had a role in the attack, and that's why there is a suspicion that this particular attack that's happened close to the Israeli embassy may have something to do with all of this, because these have been mentioned in that letter. So, Munish, as you were mentioning, this letter has given some crucial leads for the authorities to look into, Iranians who've been living in the national capital. We understand they've also sought details of Iranians who've traveled to Delhi in the last 1 month.
Yeah, absolutely, Akshita. And there are 3 important points. First of all, this particular blast was not to, do any damage or anything. They wanted to send a message, and they were successful in sending the message. Apart from that, the second important point is that now the agencies can focus on one angle. Of course, till the time it is not clear, they will be probing all the angles, but as of now, they have got lead regarding one angle, that there was an Iranian, and there might be Iranian hand behind this particular blast. That is why the details of all those people who have traveled to India from Iran and Middle East countries from last 1 month, their details have been sought. Also, the Delhi police claims that at this point of time, while they will be probing all the angles, they will also be visiting the 2012 case in which Israeli woman from Israel embassy, at that point of time, she was associated with the same embassy, and in 2012, she was attacked using a bomb while she was traveling in car. That point of time, the Delhi police probed. They filed a charge sheet against a person associated to Iranian Revolutionary Guard. So, the Iran and Israel, all these things will be probed by the Delhi police. But at the very same time, what is going to be very important is that this happened in the heart of national capital. This is a highly secured zone, but any person, whether he is associated from any, country, any agency, if the person is able to come at this secured zone and, successful in detonating a bomb, then it becomes a concern for the Delhi police also, because ultimately the Delhi police failed to, prevent this particular blast. So also from that angle also, the Delhi police is, probing that where was the failure from their officials who were particularly responsible for this particular area.
Munish, yes, a lot of questions also will be asked of the security apparatus, of the intel agencies. Why was there no alert issued? The beating retreat ceremony was on last evening, and despite that, this kind of an incident happening in a high security zone will also lead to a lot of questions that the authorities will have to answer.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.